It's not one of them videos.
오버젤러스 브레이니의 트루 버라이어티.
Yo, what up, guys? Overzealous Brainiac, and today we're going to do our top 3 rides of 2024. Last year was a crazy year. We had a lot of great rides. We had a lot of great times figuring out our builds and building the yellow bike, of course. And today we're going to start off by showing you the top 3 with number 3. Go ahead and put this on. Alright. Number 3. Satisfying Rocket Fools City Ride. This version is the ASMR. You know, it's just us riding. And this was a great ride to start off the year for us. We had just figured out what was going on with my rectifier. Chris had just gotten his 3D camera. Nick hadn't at this point gotten his camera, but I can't remember. You have to see. Let's get closer. Let's get more into the vid.
You guys should listen to Groovy Kaiju, bro.
I do think at this point Nick did have his
Groovy Kaiju.
his throttle, his jockey shift at that point.
I can't. I gotta get the thing. I know I feel safe, but I do feel cool. It's hot.
Yeah, it was a hot day that day. It was really nice. Got some nice views of this ride. And it was a satisfying ride with all of us finally up and ready and riding our bikes through the city. Like, we really had a fun time that night. Let's go ahead and show you some other stuff. Show you guys a couple of pulls. Turn it down a little bit though, just for copyright purposes. Well, yeah, we ended up, racing each other, seeing who was the fastest bike, and at this point, Nick's bike was the fastest. Crystal's bike was beating mine, and mine's it wasn't, it wasn't having the power in the pool that it has, right about now. Right about now, we'll have to see. But because I got a new clutch and I'm loving it. It's firing. So here we go. We're about to race. I think Chris won that one though. He won that one though. But Nick was pulling most of them though. Majority of those during those races, he was pulling most of those races. So it was a great ride. We really enjoyed it. I'll show you a little bit more. Like I said, we enjoyed it, man. It was a great first ride for all of us to be back after, like I said, my rectifier and Nick fixing some of his stuff and Chris getting some of his stuff ready to roll. So, great ride. Awesome. And then all of a sudden, for number 2, later in the year, me and Chris just got a crazy idea. We're like, let's go ahead and see our old friend Hippie, And with that came our second ride.
Alright, let's start. Oh no, we still got time. Oh yeah, we're gonna go out there. Oh, sweet. It's a Circle K too. Nice.
There's nice cars, nice day. Second ride being
cool.
Our ride to Poopies, which is in Savannah. Me and Chris were just like, all right, let's leave from Bolingbrook. He hit me up one day. It was only, and what's crazy is it's only like 70 miles, but it's like 2 hours. It's 2 hours to get out there. 70 miles. I do that going back and forth. Going
And I am hot.
down to Heavy C's garage. So we had to meet him out in Paw Paw, and that was our first ride going to Paw Paw. But as you see, me and Chris were enjoying ourselves. I don't know if this ride I don't know if he brought the 3D camera or not. I don't think he did. Let's get more in the ride. Let's go ahead and let's meet up with Hippie. Let's show you guys what we did.
I feel like we'll make it like 5:50. Well, no, he was in the Boone, so he's not in the city. But
and Hippie was riding his Kawasaki, and that thing was sounding nice. I like the way it sounds. It sounds like a Hornet when he's riding. It's really nice. He's got a really nice sounding bike. So yeah, you know, we topped off and we hit the road. Had a couple of breakdowns on the road. Hippie's foot peg was coming a little loose, so we were stopping here and there. But as you see, as we were heading that way, see, you hear it? I love that. I love that sound. Like, that sound in his bike is so nice. So nice. So yeah, we ended up doing that. We stopped a lot. And this is, during this ride, Chris was saying, he was like, you know, he feels like on long rides, he feels like he's scared because he's going to have to stop a lot. And I was like, it's all good. For long rides, we'll always have our little baby tanks.
I was like, that's cool.
And we'll also have something like this. You know, we'll have to do it like lane splitting all those guys and, you know, put it to where we have our gas tanks too. Because for the final ride, which you guys will see a little bit later, I got close on that ride. So yeah, after this gas station pool, we ended up riding. We knew we were getting close as we started to see more and more bikers. We were like, all right, we're getting close to where we need to be. And we rode up to Pippi's, had a nice time. We were gonna park in the front, but I was like, nah, go to the back, because I thought it was like, hey, that's where we can park. And yeah, this was cool. Coming to the back, having your own motorcycle parking, seeing all you know, the different bikes. There was a lot of Harleys, there's a lot of Kawasaki's out there. I think, honestly, me and Chris were the only two Shadows, which was nice because they were really looking at our bikes. They were really looking at the mods and everything of what we had, and they were really checking us out, which was really, really dope and really intriguing. And then towards the end of that ride, we ended up going. What state did we end up hitting? I think like West Virginia on the way out of that one. So this was the Mississippi. We got to see a little part of that, edge of that, as we were heading out. And it was beautiful. I'm scared as hell of heights. One of the rides I took a year before this one, I took went to, what is it, Normal down to Alton and all that. When I went to Missouri and going to go see that painting and being on that cliff, it was the same feeling. It's just like, man, you know, it was a nice river, but that was scary how high you were. Like, if you fell off that cliff, hopefully somebody hears you, man. We were up there.
The city we go. We've seen a lot today.
So yeah, after that, we headed back to the city, did our thing, and
try to get back to the house.
Yeah, you know, we made a lot. Like I said, we made a lot of stops. We got bobbers. You know, that's just what it is. Now I do have. Oh yeah, okay. I forgot about this too. Hold on. This was a part too that Hippie said everybody hits this nice trail going down this way. And I forgot about this. So this is like going towards down past Rockford. They say, you know, you hit this nice little trail too. And it was fun. We zoomed through it. Up and down hills all day. I mean, it was exhilarating. And I mean, we were doing 50, 60 going through here. And this was my, I don't know, my first kind of test of really whipping the bike around and maneuvering her to, you know, where I need her to be, and then hitting the corners and actually hitting my brakes when I need to. It was a good little lesson of hitting the hills, I guess you can say. So I forgot about that too. I forgot that was in that video. I'm glad that my little reminder popped up in the video, like, hey, don't forget about that. So, some good runner-ups. Good runner-ups before we get to number one, guys. I'm gonna start with this one here. Jockey shift view. That's the yellow bike. Yellow bike up and running. That is for sale, guys. Don't forget about that. We're gonna have that around this year. Hopefully you might see it down at Moto Block this year. We'll definitely be at Moto Block with our bikes too, because we're definitely throwing them in those competitions. I think they're ready to go. Me here, I think I got maintenance 100%. The only thing I have to do to my bike is painting up the exhaust a little bit better. Maybe put some switches on there, you know, and show it up. My bad. But yeah, you probably see the yellow bike. You'll see the yellow bike around. We're gonna definitely hit a lot of different events. We'll definitely hit up the next Cycle Gear here in April, and probably show that out too. But this was Nick and Chris taking the yellow bike for the ride. You know, really taking her out there to see what she can do, see how far she can go, see if she had any more complications. And the boys were zooming, man. They were having a fun time. So, one of the runner-ups. Next runner-up.
You're like, hey, you make me want to hit it from the back.
The ride for the vibes. Me and Nick. Nick had finally got his cam. He was using his cam in a couple of different things. Oh, this is crazy. A picture. Oh, it's crazy looking. But this was a nice ride. Me and him going through the city. One of the last times before he started put some, you know, well, before me and him actually started thinking about our real modifications for the winter time, which was us knocking out the clutch, which you guys seen a couple of videos ago. Me loving the sun. I love the sun. See. So, oh my god, I forgot. So that was us knuckling out the clutch, and then me and Chris just recently knocked out all the brakes, so my bike is 100% maintenance. Nick is finishing out his clutch and everything, and he'll be 100% maintenance. He is timed advanced, which is very, very sick, and he's jockey shifted out, so it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice this year to see who's faster, and then we'll race against Chris. Chris has got a different exhaust system, but he's back to the old seat, so we'll see how we all ride and see how we all rank up, because I think, you know, this year these races are gonna be pretty nice. But yeah, I think we ended up hitting down the heavy C's, you know, hitting the garage, chilling with the boys like usual. It was a great ride, and yeah, we were just, you know, testing out everything. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Like, it looks serene. We had so much fun. That was another runner-up. And the last runner-up before number one. Let's pull her up. Oh, put it all wrong. It's Chris's ride to me, using his 360. And this was fun. He got to pull out the yellow bike again. Like I said, we got to do another challenge, take it to the distance, see if anything was going on with it. And like I said, we like to do our tests, you know, for the bikes. Like, you know, for the bikes we want to sell, we want to make sure you can ride them, and you can, you know, you can have it as a daily driver. So this is just us, you know, doing our tests again, being like, pull it out again, let's go, let's see where it can go, let's see if we have anything go down. Nothing goes down, put it back. You know, pull it out again, see something's going on, you know, just make sure she's up and running. But that was the last runner-up before the #1 ride of 2004, which ended up being Triple Nickel.
Riding the day. Riding the day.
And this was fun. Like I said, Hippie from the ride earlier, after we were doing the Poopies ride, he kept saying Triple Nickel, Triple Nickel. He's like, that's in Ohio. And I was just like, oh, that's in Zanesville. I was like, that's just, you know, down from where me and Chris went to school and stuff. And of course, me being a true trooper, I'm doing the Triple Nickel bagged up just to show you, hey, you can do it. Doesn't matter what you know, what's going on. Like, hey, if you like, hey, we're going past it. I got all these bags, so you can do the Triple Nickel bagged up. I keep looking at both cameras. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure that's going good too. Make sure it's going. But you guys can do the Triple Nickel bagged up. Ended up doing this with Jesse and Nate. This is the gas station where I lost my glasses.
Triple Nickel time.
Let's see. So right there, you see them right there next to the trash can where I left them.
Are you recording?
Yeah, see, look, watch. You'll see it right there. There's my precious glasses. This is the last time I see them. See them right there. I gotta get new ones. So yeah. So we started hitting the Triple Nickel. First time using, I forget which app I was using this route. I'll have to link it down below. I was using the app. It's a free one. So I basically, myself, it has the Triple Nickel in there. I plotted it in the app, put all the points up for us, and since I was point man, me being point man too, I was kind of low-key scared because this was scary, because like sometimes you're going over a hill and you don't see which way you're going down. It was exhilarating. I see why, you know, people have crashes on Triple Nickel and people have crashes on things like Tail of the Dragon. And Tail of the Dragon, they say it's still, this is intermediate, they're still saying that's advanced, and I made it through the intermediate, but it was exhilarating. I was peeing my pants the whole way, not lying. Like, and I'm trying to look at the app too. Hopefully next time I do a route, I'll have a better app so it can just tell me turn by turn. This one does do turn by turn. I just didn't feel like paying for it. Hey, we took the cheap route, whatever. And I gotta get a new cozy this year guys. So yeah, we hit the Triple Nickel. Takes you through a lot of different towns. And let me see if I can do this real quick. There we go. Boosted up a little bit. Went through all the little towns. Let's see. We ended up making one stop, which is right here. Oh no.
Yeah, we got 10, and then we got 7 more after that.
Hey, that was the wrong stop. This is the stop. This is the stop I was looking for. Well, yeah, you know, we ran through there. We went to the diner. The diner was closed that day. I forget what day we did this on a Monday, I believe. Because I like literally hit the Triple Nickel with these boys and we just rode. So yeah, we had to get some pics there just to let people know that we were there. You know, be like, hey, we went to the diner. We didn't get to eat there. Next time we will. But it's all good. Getting closer to the end of it. And I say, like I said, I mean, me being this, when I did this was my second, maybe my year and a half of riding. Getting closer to the second. I think, well, now I'm my third or fourth now, but just do it. Just do it. I say when you get chances like this, if you're gonna go past places like this, just do it, because it's worth it. It's worth it. We're getting closer to the end. As we were getting closer to the end, we were seeing so many bikers too, and we were just like, okay, they were going the other way because I guess a lot of people go from the bottom end, come up, and then they hit the Harley dealership, but we just went straight down from the top, went straight down, and then zip back up, and yeah. As we got closer to the end, next time we do this, we will get pins. They do give pins at the Harley dealership for doing the triple nickel. We'll get all our stuff for doing it. But yeah, we got to the end of the ride, man. It was, like I said, it was exhilarating. It was a learning experience for me because, like I said, one, I had a ton. I had my bag, so I'm whipping all of this and that with a bag. And then, on top of it, I'm following the app. It was just a learning experience the whole ride, watching the app, make sure everybody's good behind me, and, yeah, doing the thing. So this is when, yeah.
We did it. Yeah, that's the whole thing, baby. Triple nickel, fools. We did it. That was a ride, bro. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was scary, too. I ain't gonna lie. That was low-key scary. I was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, some of them turns. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that was a triple nickel. That was the final ride. And that was the number one ride of 2024 for me. This year, we're trying to do a lot more rides. We're trying to do a lot more camping. And get out there more. We're going to do a lot more events. You'll see us, like I said, at Motobot for sure. Vote for us. Vote for me because I know my best. Because I know mine's the best. No, just playing. Yeah, we're just going to have a lot more content and stuff coming for you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Overzealous Brainiac telling you guys to have a great day. Kickstands up. Peace.
오버젤러스 브레이니의 트루 버라이어티